Absolutely crazy. Right here at this spot, you can always catch a Nelma every now and then, one of the absolute rarest fish in the game. I've been standing here for quite a while now and keep testing a very well-working lure, one that is supposed to work for Nelma, but that also keeps working really well here for the Char. That again means that within just a few minutes here, well, about 30 minutes, I have probably already made really good silver just because of fish like these. Nelma over 15 kilograms. Big Char are also included, so the whole thing really seems to be paying off very well. We will definitely take a closer look in a moment at exactly how much this actually brings here. Now, of course, the big question is, how do you ideally get a Nelma here? Nelma, as I just said, a super rare fish. When this water was new, people actually caught Nelma a bit more often, and trophies were caught from time to time as well. However, for a long time now, there has been a huge search going on for Nelma, and Blue Marlin had posted a message on Discord where he caught pink salmon here in this area while trolling, but also with the same lure that I'm using right now. So he was moving around in this area the whole time and even caught pink salmon as a trophy with the exact same lure here. And right now I'm catching Nelma from the shore of Pizal, which is of course really, really nice. So there's definitely the possibility that Nelma are entering this area. We're about to reach the evening hours again. Earlier in the morning hours, the 15-kilogram Nelma came in, and that's exactly why I'm now testing again during the evening hours. These are always some of the most important phases in the game. Especially for many very rare fish, there are these hot phases, once at the beginning of the day and once at the end. And that's when you really need to be active and keep trying. Of course, we always get some small bycatches as well. That can't really be avoided. But ideally, we'll soon get a really big Nelma here. From the position you probably already saw it, I'm standing here in the area of the 7.5 meter hole. But I'm not casting only directly into it, I'm also casting into these slightly shallower areas here. And we already have another one on the line. So I'm casting, you might be able to see it a bit on the minimap below, roughly into this area, but also sometimes over here and sometimes over there as well. And throughout this entire zone now, starting from here and all the way over to there, Nelma have already been caught. Look at that, there's another pink salmon. That one is also welcome to come in big, preferably as a trophy. That one is also worth it. What I also noticed is that it works quite well when you retrieve relatively slowly. Right now, I'm only reeling in at speed 16 with the current. I always pay attention to the action bar at the bottom so that it flickers nicely. That means the spoon is rotating properly. And in between, I always make small pauses. So really let the spoon sink down properly, then slowly reel it back up again, then make short pauses again, and wait a bit, and reel it down again. Or you can set the whole thing up so that you go directly into a stop and go retrieve. That works as well. We can do that on the next cast. So cast out as far as possible. Then of course start reeling in slowly again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually about 5 turns. Then make a short pause and immediately continue again. 3, 4, 5. Another short pause and continue. So always this short stop and go. A short interruption. Reel for a while, short interruption, then immediately continue again. Sometimes it works a bit better, sometimes a bit worse, depending on the bite, depending on how exactly you are reeling here, or at what speed you're retrieving. That changes the chances a bit. By the way, the 15-kilogram Nelma earlier fought really well. It fought very strongly. Much stronger than something like this, of course. A 15-kilogram Nelma. And right now, I'm only fishing with 22 kilograms of tackle strength here. That fish really created some action. It didn't really swim away strongly, so it couldn't actually run very far, but it resisted very strongly against being reeled in. Almost like a Wells catfish, just staying in one spot, and you could hardly reel against it. And there's the next small one, and you could barely reel against it. So yes, definitely a strong, very fighting fish. And because of that, maybe you shouldn't fish too ultra light here, especially when fishing from the shore. And of course, we still have the possibility here that a Taimen might also take the lure. Yes. Now, of course, I'm curious how this will continue to develop here, and especially how it will look later during the night, whether something quickly takes the bait during the night or not. A very difficult phase now, of course. Will something still come in here or not? And of course, I will keep testing again during the morning hours to see whether there might still be a chance that another Nelma comes in. From the map, everything should be clear. Right here directly at the village, so to speak, and then this entire area cast out, roughly in this zone. I might cast over here again toward the 7.5 meter hole, then let it sink down a bit, reel in slowly. And because I'm now casting in a different direction, I also changed the speed so that the action bar at the bottom flickers nicely again. And I keep adjusting that again and again, maybe a bit slower. Short pause. Well, look at that. And immediately the next fish bites. So yes, that can actually work quite well like this. And of course, that makes it fun. Also, make sure that you have enough line on your setup. Here, you could definitely also go with a braided main line so that you might even have 600 meters of line, and then maybe not set the leader quite as thick. Because once in a Q&A, the developers of Russian fishing said that you tend to catch Nelma better with a lighter setup, so not with extremely thick line. Because of that, I actually thought that 22 kilograms here might already be too heavy, but it worked quite well, and because of that, I'll keep trying with it for now. Normally, for white salmon at the Octuba, I had used 27 kilograms of fluorocarbon. Nelma is also a type of white salmon, so that could definitely also be an option. But like I said, I prefer trying it a bit lighter with slightly less line strength. And there, one took it instantly. Very nice. So we'll keep trying here. Yes, of course, we'll take a quick look into the net in a moment to see how everything looks there. And after that, of course, it's all about testing, testing, testing. And with a lot of luck, sooner or later, a big Nelma might bite. It really is an extremely rare fish, and like I said, a fish that's been searched for years. The Bluin, who posted the message on Discord, has actually been searching for this fish for several years, already thousands of hours, trying to catch it as a trophy. Different spots, different fishing methods. So, yes, completely crazy. Super rare fish. This is what it looks like right now over the whole time here. So a good 45 minutes now at this spot. More than 300 silver, of course, mainly thanks to that very big Nelma. And that is definitely not bad, but I'll keep going a bit longer. So everything here in this area around the 7.5 meter hole. And if you want, you can of course also try the whole thing by trolling. That is also definitely a possibility that it might bite while trolling. By the way, about the setup, right. Coyote 22, that's the important lure here. And in the details, we can also see the hook size again. I'm using a very high quality hook here. Ethalon 2.0, so that is already a pretty good size, I would say. A number 2 hook is not overly exaggerated, and it still fits very well in proportion to the spoon. And then, like I said, this black red spoon, it seems to be working really well right now. So cast it out, try it, test it, test it, test it. Try different retrieve methods, test different weather conditions, and with a lot of luck, you might also catch a really big Nelma here. If you enjoyed this, leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That really helps me. And I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, tight line.